Hey everybody, it is Lara from A Wee Bit Worn, and I thought I would do a quick video on our experience last night hosting our first party on Poshmark. So if you're interested in that, stick around, and excuse my hair, I've had my glasses on my head all day. So stick around if you want to hear about our experience and some stats about hosting a party. Thanks. Hi everybody, so Ashton and I hosted our first Poshmark party last night on a Sunday night. It was the 6 to 8 p.m. party, and the category was boutiques, which is really ironic because boutiques is probably my least favorite category, but I was able to really find some great sellers and some kind of cool things, because usually I see like the same things over and over again, but this time I found some really cool stuff. So we didn't really know what we were doing, and they sent out a guide. It was there's some information. Some of it was a little confusing to me. Luckily, Ashton is more familiar with like media kits and things like that, so she was able to figure a few things out. So basically, what you do is you just go in as normal, like you normally would go into a party, and you find people or things in that category. So they have to be selling boutique items. You need to make sure that their closet is compliant, so they're not selling things that they shouldn't, things of that nature, that everything is in there is cool and copacetic. And then anything that you share of theirs, you would share to the party. You are automatically, your account is turned on to be a host, so it automatically turns your shares into host picks. So you don't have to do anything special, you don't have to log in special or anything like that, and it's just really pretty easy. The part that I wanted to be sure that we were prepared ahead of time, so when people see that you're a host, they're going to reach out to you and start commenting, hey, look at my closet, things of that nature. For those of you who do that, one of the things that really stood out to us, we had some very genuine comments, that I've got this or I've got that, I'd love it if you looked. And then we had people blow up our feed with, I swear, like 100 emojis. I didn't even pay attention to those. I literally skipped them. So if you do that, don't do it. It doesn't get people's attention in a good way. So I looked for the comments of the people that were very genuine. So we looked ahead of time, wrote down things that caught our eye. We also posted on Instagram to see if there were any of our PFFs out on Instagram that had anything that they wanted us to look at. So we did that as well. So ahead of time, we made a list of all of the closets and some of the things that we really saw that we liked. We had to get a little bit creative because we were at different houses and we wanted to make sure we weren't sharing the same things. So we had specific roles, R-O-L-E-S. Not rolls that you eat, although I love those with butter. But we had specific roles because you cannot share the same closet. You cannot share more than 5 things out of the same closet, and you can only share a certain amount of your own things. I think it's 5 as well, but don't hold me to that. I'll look it up and add it into the video. So we wanted to make sure we weren't going over that. So what Ashton did was she focused on the pre-list of all of the names that we had written down. We had quite a few names that we had written down. And she also focused on our news feed, people who were continuing to post in there while the party was going on. I focused on just the regular boutiques feed for the party. So I just sorted by boutiques. Then I clicked feed. And then, there's women's clothing, men's clothing, kids' clothing, et cetera, et cetera. So I just focused on the feeds. People were sharing their own things out there. And so I scrolled through and found things. One of the things we wish we would have known is that we've heard from several people is that the first 100 things that you share are going to be host picks, and everything after that is just regular feeds to the party. I wish I would have known that because I spent the whole full 2 hours nose to the grindstone, just totally sharing. So I probably did, I don't know, at least 1,000 shares. that'd be good to know. And I host another party on the 28th, so that's going to be helpful for me. But that's something to know if you host a party. So we, really just did that. We had our own system there. And it was fun. Like I said, we found a lot of things. There's pros and cons. The cons are people are blowing up your feed for, just with tons of emojis. But I wouldn't say that too many people were that annoying. The pros were we had a bazillion likes last night. So, we're sending out offer to likers. We had a lot of sales. So our sales were a lot more. Sunday night's typically our best sales night, Sunday night party. I got a lot of sales out of that party. But this one was even better. So we probably doubled our sales on a Sunday night. That was good. We had a lot of likes. So we still have some offers to likers that we're sending out and things of that nature. Our followers, I wrote that down. Our followers went up by about 1,000. And let's see, what else did I notice about that? Our Instagram ones it wasn't too much. But I found that probably the best benefit of it was our sales.
Hey guys, it's Ashton. I'm sitting here at bath time. Say hi, Maddox. And I'm watching the buddy and then filming just a quick 30-second. Say hi. Say hi. 30-second, 45-second video for Mom to splice in. But we hosted the party last night and we divided up the roles. My tip is the folks that reached out and commented in their listing that they wanted us to share, that were very humble and just grateful, that was so easy, because then we could just go to our comments, click on the closet, and go straight there to the listing. And it also felt more gratifying to share someone who legitimately took the time to go to the party, find the host, source their item, comment, tag us, because it shows they're doing the work and need outreach. Now, I'm not a fan of the big canned comments with the tons of emoji flowers and blah blah blah. I can tell when it just feels like a copy paste, so I kind of avoided those. There were also ones that I avoided that were like that, where they commented and I go to their closet and they don't even have the kind of listing, so it just means they're just autopilot kind of doing it versus paying attention. For instance, I got a lot of people that commented, and I would go to their listing or their closet, because they would just comment on our about the Posher, meet the Posher square. And what are you doing? Wow, splash! I'm getting splashed. It's a splash zone. I would go to their closet and they didn't even have a boutique item, and it was a boutique party. We're not a boutique, but we could only share boutique items, so it just goes to show who's kind of on autopilot on Posh. I'm getting hit with bath toys now, so I better go, because apparently I'm not playing enough. I'm very closely monitoring. Can we say hi? What do you got? Tiny hand? You got a tiny hand from SNL? Tiny hand? Got a tiny hand, guys. Anyways, hosting our first party was fun. We just took the strategy of finding our Instagram friends that had boutique items, people that asked us on Instagram after we promoted it, people that tagged our Meet the Posher Square or tagged us on their own listings. Then my mom worked our organic feed, and I worked the party feed. So hope that you enjoyed your host picks if you were one of our friends. We also kind of only share things that we like, that we think are good quality, that our audience would want to purchase. So that's one other thing. So if we didn't share it, it just maybe didn't meet our aesthetic or anything like that, because we're trying to stick to our brand. But give it a shot. Sign up. We signed up I don't know, we emailed in 6 months ago, and we just got parties, but we got 3 in a row. I don't know. You never know, because weekends are always our best time. Gotta go. Bye, guys.
So that was a little bit about hosting the party. I hope that it is helpful and that you got something out of it. I think that the most important thing to know is that preparing ahead of time is probably the best thing to do, and that is to just make sure that you have written down a lot of people that you have found items that you really, really enjoy. So we had a great list of those and made sure that we went in and shared all of those first, which makes me happy to know that it capped at 100. That means that I got all of the things in that I wanted to get in. So if you like this kind of Poshmark or reselling eBay kind of content, then like and subscribe, and we hope that you join us for our next video. Thanks, y'all. Bye.